It turns out there were a couple of advantages for Sam Winsett in having a star athlete brother 5 years older than him. Jack Winsett, now a key member of Ryder's MAAC Championship baseball team, used to bring Sam with him to games, and the younger Winsett learned to play up with the big boys at a young age. That's always continued, and now Sam has carved out quite a niche on his own. A sophomore, already committed to national power Coastal Carolina, Sam joins us on this edition of JBS Generation Next. All right, welcome to today's Jersey Baseball Show, next installment of the Generation Next series, where we talk to some of the top high school players in New Jersey, and we're going off the traditional senior class here. We're talking to class of 2024 Sam Winsett, Eastern High School, committed to Coastal Carolina, and congratulations on that, first of all, and welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. Now you've had quite a last few years, I guess, always kind of playing up, but getting some feel for the D1 game with your brother Jack at Ryder, and also playing at a high level with a number of travel, teams and playing all over the country. So, I guess tell us what that experience has been like and how that led to really, the kind of the starting of the recruiting process really early.
Yeah, so I think that was the main thing for me. I just tried to play up as much as I can, play against better players, around better competition as much as I can. And I think that really helped me with the whole recruiting process. It made me one, just better. I got to build a lot of new relationships with a lot of new people. So it was really good. I mean, I've been around like many places in the past 2 years, 2 summers, just traveling all around playing up. So it was really good. And also during quarantine, when everything was shut down with all like the college guys back, nothing was really going on. So I got a chance to like compete against all the college guys, pro guys, while nobody else was really doing something. So that really helped me out.
So you played last summer in kind of a men's league, right? With as a ninth grader before you even started high school, really, and playing against guys who were minor leaguers and stuff like that. What did you learn about yourself from that?
I mean, it was just a overall great experience, just because, I mean, I really had nothing to lose. I was 14 years old going up against, minor league guys, college pitchers. So I was just going out there trying to compete every day and just learning that you're going to fail. And that's what baseball is. You're going to fail most of the time. So it was good. Learned a lot. It was definitely tough, but it helped me off the field and on the field, just building relationships and stuff like that.
Sure. So tell us about Coastal Carolina. You had mentioned before we got on the air here that you had an experience with Coastal when you were much younger. But how did they factor in, and what your thoughts were about a place like that? Was it always a place that you were interested in?
Yeah, so this was 2015. I was actually in Myrtle Beach for my uncle's wedding, and we had a chance to go stop at Coastal, and we ended up watching a Coastal baseball practice. We walked around the campus. We really loved the campus, and we watched the practice, and it was all good. And then they ended up winning the national championship that same year. So it was really crazy how it all came together. We went just to watch the practice, and then they win the national championship, which was crazy. And from then, I always just wanted to go there. I mean, just great place, great campus. And also one of the huge things for me is just the good culture they have in the baseball program. Love what they do. The coach is very good. Also have a really good relationship with the coach, which is also a huge thing for me. And obviously everyone wants to go down play in the South. So that was always a thing for me. And when I got the opportunity, I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah. So that came when? That was late last school year, or it was?
So this all happened in the summer during quarantine. when
Okay.
everyone's kind of bouncing back out there. I was just really at the right place at the right time. I was at GVAA, the Little League right by my house, where we go to hit every single day. We're up there getting my swings in, and a guy, Jack Billings, who plays at Coastal now, he's
Yep.
from Voorhees as well. He was
Mm-hmm.
on the field, who I know, and they were taking live at bats off pro guys, college guys, and he was like, "Why don't you come over, like, get an at bat or whatever?" So I ended up getting the box against some pro guys, college guys, and I found a few barrels, which I didn't really expect to. I just went in there, just kind of swinging, found a couple barrels, and then from there, I mean, I was just at the right place at the right time. Some people saw me, made the connections to Coastal. I mean, I had a lot of people reaching out on my behalf, which was great. Um, so yeah, it all really happened from there, and then that got me into the league, the men's league, and then all kind of took off from there.
Yeah. So when did you know this was you really baseball was it for you? I mean, obviously you got an older brother who's played at a high level and in front of you, and you're always able to see that. And I'm sure this was always kind of a dream. But when did you really know that baseball was kind of the sport?
So really, I was just always around. Like ever since my brother was playing, I was always at their practice, tagging along. He always included me with everything, so it was always great. So usually it was just like I would go from 8 years old practicing with the 12-year-olds, and I'd go back to my age, and I would just kill it then. So I mean, it was really a young age. I really knew I always wanted to do it. My brother led the way, so from a really young age.
Yeah. So you're obviously aware that there are guys who don't keep developing, right? That they make those early commitments. They never really fully, they kind of, nobody sees that coming from you, but what, knowing that and knowing kind of your desire to always succeed, what's the plan now to keep making sure that you're, moving forward, that you're, kind of getting in, put yourself in the best position to keep getting better as a player? What's the off season plan?
So, I mean, me and my dad every day we go to the field, get all of our reps in. So we've really just been sticking with that, with the baseball part, get our swings in every day, get our ground balls. Been long tossing in the winter. That's a big thing, trying to get my arm a little stronger.
Mhm.
But I've been working out at Alpha Athletics for the past year and a few months. I mean, I just put my trust into Christian and trainers there, and it's really a good thing. They get me right. I'm trying to get my speed up. Just trying to get overall stronger, putting on a little bit more weight for the season. And yeah, that's really about it.
Yeah, no, it's great to know that you can do that and you have your your place in your program. And what would you, and I know you give back a lot and certainly try to the younger guys. When you see guys who are 11, 12, 13, that kind of that like little league, just kind of moving up to the big field age, what message do you like to give them, or make sure that they know that you either were glad that you had when you were younger, or kind of wish you would have known?
Yeah, so I actually do. I train. Mostly two of my clients that I train are just moving on to the big field now. So it's really just like mindset stuff. Like you go from 12U hitting all these home runs, and then you get on the big field, you're like, what's going on? Like why am I hitting any bombs anymore, right? So
The field's
so
so
it's really,
big down, it's so far to first base, right?
yeah, yeah, like right. So it's really just like the mindset stuff. I mean, you're gonna work out your swing. It's gonna adjust to the big field, but just being like having a plan in the box, like know what you want to do really. And I think that's really the main thing that isn't talked about a lot. That is a really important thing.
For sure. I mean, it's they say I mean, that's what the better you get and the further along you get, it's the mental stuff that makes the difference, because you get to a point where everybody's good. you know
Definitely.
everybody's talented, and it's what they can do to kind of separate, mentally. um what are you trying to improve on most at this point?
A big thing is my speed. I'm trying to get a lot faster. That's the main really goal. in the weight room right now, trying to do like a lot of sprints, a lot of high intensity stuff that'll get me faster, because I think that's one thing I really need to work on in my game is get a little faster, get a little quicker. But besides that, just trying to fix up some little things in my swing. Also always working on the fielding, my feet better, get my hands and get my arms stronger, which I've been trying to do with the long toss and stuff. So that's really it.
Goals for high school this year. What are we team wise? Is there a lot of excitement going, at this point, ready for the spring?
Yeah, team wise, I mean, we have a really good group of guys. We're all close together, so that's good. I mean, going for the state championship this year, going for it all. Got a bunch of seniors this year, so that's what we're looking forward to.
So some get to know Sam a little better questions outside of baseball. Even if I guess if we all could, we'd do it all day. But what do we like doing outside of the field?
I mean, I love shooting basketball. I also play basketball too. I love going out, shooting basketball, playing basketball with my friends. I mean, really, that's all we do. Just hang out with my friends. I mean, play some video games, just chill basically, because most of my life's baseball. So that's really it.
So if we could be good in any sport other than baseball and other than basketball, because we're going to say you're playing in high school, you're pretty good. What would be the sport that you would be good at that you probably aren't so good at now?
Definitely golf. I'm trying to get better at golf because, after baseball, that's what everyone does, play golf. So trying to work on that. That would be great if I could put some work in, be pretty good at golf. I mean, I head over to Top Golf sometimes, take some hacks, but I would love to be good at golf.
Not straight, or what's our
I mean, I blame this on my dad because my dad always used to take Jack to go golfing when he was little. But since I was always playing baseball, I never got that opportunity. So I think I would be a lot better if my dad took me, but he only took Jack. So
now, is Jack really good?
He's all right. I think he's been working on it, but he's all right.
Not as good as he should be, apparently, from all the times he went instead of you.
Right.
If favorite subject in school?
Favorite subject? I'm a math guy. I like math, definitely.
Okay. All right. Favorite pro? We'll count baseball too. Favorite pro team?
So I am not an Eagles fan. I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan. So I don't really know where that came from. I was just little. I kind of liked their colors. And then my parents ended up giving me a Matt Hasselbeck jersey. So I just went with that. And then Russell Wilson came along. They actually played tonight, Thursday Night Football. But I like the Seahawks a lot. I mean, Sixers sometimes hard to root for just because,
So much drama.
So much drama. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Not like the Phillies, but they blew it. So
that's worse than drama. They're just not good.
Yeah.
So okay. Favorite food?
Favorite food? Definitely tacos. I love some tacos, or get a burrito from Pancheros. Can't go wrong with that.
Favorite breakfast cereal?
Ooh, I'm a big cereal guy. Oof. It's gotta be Honey Bunches of Oats. Just can't go wrong.
It's solid. It's dependable.
Definitely.
Right? Not that sugary stuff that we get addicted to, right?
Yeah.
Who's had the biggest impact on your career, baseball wise?
I mean, it's hard to choose from my brother and my dad, but it's gotta be my brother.
Outside of family.
Outside of family.
You got a couple of good choices right in your own fan. I'm not gonna make you choose.
Yeah, not gonna make that an argument in the house.
No.
Biggest. One big one is Jack Herman. I mean, I watched him play with my brother, and I saw the great things he did, and he found his way to get drafted, which was really cool to watch. He's doing great things, so it was really cool to see that, and that's obviously a big inspiration. Him and David Schneider.
Sure. Most proud moment on the field for you at this point?
Um, One really fun thing was winning Cooperstown 12U, which was a huge tournament, which I went to twice. I won it the second time with my team Jersey Storm. We were really good, and that was just a great time.
How
Really
many
exciting.
how many teams do they have in those sort of? I mean, that's
I think 105.
geez, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I know I've coached and done games at Doubleday Field a number of
Yeah.
times, but I never took a team or anything at the Little League complex. So what was that like?
Oh, that was crazy. I mean, it's like they got a whole different thing outside of baseball with the trading of pins. It's really cool. So every team gets a pin and trade them around. It's really cool and fun experience that I think everyone should get to do as a baseball player. 12U, it's like the thing to do. 12U, go to Cooperstown. Great experience.
And you had a national championship experience over the summer, right? With one of your travel teams. Tell us about that. That was down at the U.S. Olympics at Cary, right?
Yeah, it was at the USA Baseball Complex. That was just amazing. I mean, playing on basically MLB fields, just great complexes, great fields. I mean, got guys bringing in Gatorades and water and stuff for you every inning. It's just crazy. It was a great experience with the team too. Just a really solid group. Um, Beat some of the best teams in the country to win the championship. So that was really fun.
What was that team that you played on, and how did you get connected with them? And what age group are we talking about here?
So that was the Elite Squad 15U national team at the time.
Okay.
So I play with the Elite Squad 17U New York team, which is same program but just one's from New York, and that's the national team. So my coach from the New York team reached out to the national coach to see if I could play in any of the events, in the big events for my age 15U, and then I got the opportunity to play, and it really worked out. I mean, it was a great experience, and now I'm continuing to play with that team. Just got back from Florida 2 weekends ago with that same team, and that's like the third tournament I've played with them. It's just a really good group,
So
good
that's
team.
basically, I know they go 15U instead of high school graduation year, but that's basically 2024s then, I guess.
Yes, 2024. So now it's 16U.
Right. So when you say Florida, you're talking about the Jupiter, the WWBA, that age group, right? Because
Yeah,
it
so we
seems like
were in.
everybody else is down there now.
Yeah, everyone's down there now for the Jupiter one, but we were in the sophomore worlds one in Fort Myers 2 weekends ago. We made
Okay.
it to the final eight. Yeah, made it to the final eight out of 100 something teams. It was really good. Yeah.
Yeah. When you get to that point, it's all like luck and matchups anyway, right? I mean, it's
Yeah, that's definitely all it is. I
so.
mean,
I'm sorry.
we played a pretty tough team, clubhouse team, which were pretty good. We saw a good lefty arm, and we just didn't have it that day, but it was a really fun experience.
Now, how many of those guys are committed to different places, at least on your team?
So there's two kids on my team, Mikey Torres and Ethan Puig, both going to Miami, and that's it. There's a few that are on the verge of committing soon, so that should be good too. So that's it for now.
So you play all over. You get to a lot of great experiences. I mean, do you have the time to just kind of ever look and say, this is pretty cool, or you just appreciate all the incredible experiences that you've had already at a young age, and what is that? How has that helped you appreciate the game?
Yeah, I mean, when you have the opportunity to play against the best players in the country and compete at the highest level possible, you just gotta sit there and just soak it all in. I mean, it's a great experience just being there with the best players competing. So it's just been a really good thing.
Yeah, and you mentioned Jack Herman, obviously, as somebody who had an impact on you. So go through your head that probably you're having that same sort of impact on guys that are, the GVAA guys, like you said, that are younger. And does that affect how you go about what you do?
No, definitely. I mean, I hope I could have that same impact. I mean, Jack's done a great thing impacting a ton of people. I mean, everyone in Voorhees and Eastern people know who he is. I mean, I'd hope to have the same thing dealing with that.
Definitely. Again, Sam Winsett going early verbal commit to Coastal Carolina. Still got a few years of high school left, and got some goals and business to take care of at Eastern.
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, we appreciate the time. Certainly appreciate getting to know you a little bit better, and we'll see you at the field. Not quite ready to get rid of you from New Jersey yet. We still got still got some stuff to do here, but it'll be great to be able to see you play for the next couple of years.
Yep. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Sam.
I appreciate it.